Hey everybody, this is Ben. I wanted to pay attention to this video because if you understand things that I show in this video, you can date a lot more beautiful girls and you can make a lot more money and you can live life on your terms and enjoy doing what you do. Since I learned the same things, I've been dating beautiful Russian girls that I always dreamed of. I've been traveling now for 5 years, I think, and I've been making a lot more money than before. Now it's like in 7 months, we made a business from scratch and took it to 6-figure with no advertising, no affiliates, nothing. And also been traveling the world with this bag and another bag that's a little bigger than this, but almost the same size. And I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to listen to the things that I say, bring these on board, and start enjoying your life. The reason I'm making this video is because I see a lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are having a hard time. They're suffering. They have an anxiety every day with money, with girls, with going to gym, always looking the same, not making progress in life. And I wanted to think about it this way. Maybe let's first of all talk about money, for example. Let's say, or starting your own business, or giving girls, doesn't matter. Let's talk about any project that you want to do, anything that you have a goal. See what happens. Most guys start something, but because it's hard, they start to fail at different stages. Then they start to feel bad about it. Then they start getting anxiety. Oh, what if it doesn't work? And then that terror of anxiety and fear and all that stuff starts. And, you know, because you got to make money, you have responsibilities, you got to do other things. I know some of you guys have kids, you have to take care of those. So everything goes south and things don't happen. And a lot of people get stuck in that loop. And that's why people drink, that's why people do drugs, that's why people smoke. See, think about it this way. You have a system, okay? And your system works with however you control it. When things go wrong, most people, what is a natural reaction? Okay, I wanted to do that thing, but I have doubts. What if it doesn't work? What happens? When you have doubt and you have fear and you're not sure if that's going to work or not, your system goes in anxiety mode. Your system goes in like, there's alarm, you know, things are going to go wrong. What if it doesn't happen? And what happens? If you allow that to start controlling you, fail is guaranteed. And that's what's happening to most people. That's just being unaware of how projects work, how success is born. Success is born when you do things and you fail at first, and it's totally fine when you fail. And this is where winners and losers are different. When a winner fails, he knows that, okay, it's just a part of it. And I don't allow myself to feel anxiety or to feel like, oh, fuck, what if it's not going to work? Now I realize, like in January, still the same year, in January, I decided, okay, I'm just going to go separate ways from my previous business partner. And I'm going to start a completely different business from scratch. Everybody said, this is crazy, it's not going to work, it's going to take a couple of years. And I started it. And there were so many things against it, And I said, no, it's not going to work, you shouldn't do it. Dude, I just did it. And when I was doing it, it's not that it was easy, but I was very aware of how my mind gives me doubt. You're going to make this work in this market, in dating market? It's impossible. All these people. Well, I just got a system. I always tell you this in my Facebook posts. Come up with an idea, measure it, see where you want to go, make your goal clear, learn the system, how it works, what are the steps, plan it and execute with discipline. Because if you do these things that I said, one more time, get the idea, learn the system that you need to do, put the steps in front of you, plan it, set your goal, and just execute with discipline. And just go. And along the way, you got to realize that there's going to be days that things are going to go south and you doubt, you think, oh, maybe it's not going to work. That is where people are different. When they think, oh, it's not going to work, they let that thought continue. Oh, if this doesn't work, then that's going to happen, then that's going to happen, then I'm going to be totally fucked. Same with girls. And what happens when you go to this state of anxiety? Oh, what if I approach and that girl says no? Or what if that girl doesn't text me back? Or what? All of the negative what if. When the negative what ifs start, your system goes in panic mode. And what happens when you're in the panic mode, you cannot perform. And that is the whole secret, man. If you want this system to perform well, you gotta be in a state of peace and joy. And you can only stay in a state of peace and joy if you know things are gonna go south at points. And the only way you can get yourself out of this is to remain fully focused, future-paced, and only see the best case scenario. Because if you're not aware of this, it's natural to think this is not going to work. And what happens when things go south? One thing led to another, one thought led to another, and you become exhausted, and then you go and drink. You say, I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna call somebody, I'm gonna hang out with this person, I'm gonna take today off, I'm gonna go and, I don't know, have a joint, I'm gonna go have a drink, I'm gonna go do things that are even more destructive. Look, today is Christmas Day. I'm just taking a break from writing because my eyes are tired. And look, the whole city, everybody's out, everybody's there. Like, I don't care what day it is. I like what I do. I really enjoy it. I don't care if, I want to take I don't want to take a break. I don't, because this is what I do. I love writing. I love talking to guys that I work with. And because I see where this is going. It's very clear. My purpose, my goal is very, very clear. That's why when guys start doing something, they don't know why they started. They just start doing it, and then it gets tough, then they quit. If your purpose is clear, if you know why you're doing it, and you realize that you are in charge of your operating system, you gotta feed it the right stuff. If it generates noise, like bad thoughts, you have to filter those out. Then nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. That is the problem with people. They want to do something, it gets tough, and they start to feed it bad thoughts. What happens when you feed your system bad thoughts? It starts to work with bad thoughts. What happens when it starts with bad thoughts? Well, it doesn't have that fuel that needs to generate good results. You see where this is going? This is very important that you understand. Whatever it is that you want to do, you gotta let your system run with joy and peace and pleasure. That is the only way. You want to talk to somebody, that interaction is completely determined on how you're thinking, how you're feeling. I always say your belief generates your thoughts generate your emotion, and your emotion determine the quality of your action. For example, approaching a really beautiful girl. Most guys approach the girl in the state of panic and anxiety. What if she says that? What if she says no? And everything is fear-based. Or starting a business. What if it doesn't work? What if things go south? You can't expect your system to work when it's in panic mode. So I wanted to start doing this. I want you to start separating yourself from your system. Now, what do I mean when I say your system? Your system is your intellect. Your system is your operating system. Your system is your subconscious. Your system is what does things for you. That part of your brain that needs to make decisions, you need to put it in peace state so you can do the right thing. Sometimes I look at people and their face is like this. Wow, they're like panicking. They're running from here to there. They're tired. They're like, oh my God, what am I going to do now? And of course, imagine a car is going up hills and handbrake is up and it's going with full gas. It's going to break sooner or later. Then drink and alcohol. So whatever you do, the belief, do this. The most fundamental thing you gotta do is that do it instead of peace and joy and happiness. If you feel you're stressed, if you're nervous, don't work. Go back, take a break, and position yourself. Look, we all have challenges. Most of us don't start big. Most of us have average, normal families, and we don't start with much. There are a lot of things they don't know how to teach us when we're younger. So we have to learn it ourselves. And when we start learning these, most of us, unfortunately, don't have the resources, emotionally, mentally, we don't have the toughness to keep going on the road. And what happens, we meet the wrong person, or we meet somebody that at the time it feels really good, so we get off track, or we get into drinking, or we get into smoking, and life wasted. And your job and my job and our job to live happy, to have good influence, to make everything better for other people, is to find what we're really good at and find something that helps people and makes you money and influences people in a good way, and just move forward in that direction. It could be anything. My main business has always been like helping guys with girls and dating, and it's been a journey. It's been a crazy journey. It started as something really casual, but now a lot of the work that we do has nothing to do with that pretty much. But it's something really good. I really enjoy helping somebody become social, helping somebody stop drinking, helping somebody stop doing drugs. And the more I do this, the more years I spend time with guys, and sometimes I will be with women too, I realize there is a lack of mental toughness. There is a lack of self-control. There is a lack of understanding that, hey, you are in charge of this, and you, whoever you are that you're watching this video, you have so much power that you can access if you be disciplined, if you have a clear goal, if you have a clear purpose, if you know where you're going and you study the steps, plan it, and think about it this way. There is no other way but to be disciplined, to go towards the direction of getting the thing that you like and it helps people. If you just put that together, you will change the planet. You will help people. You'll make a lot of money. You'll be happy. You don't need to drink. You don't need to smoke. You don't need to do drugs. You don't need any of that. And I want you to think about your life. I want you to think about your purpose. What is your purpose first thing? Then when you start that journey, when things get tough, think about it like this, that this is exactly what should happen. There is a master plan. If this is tough, you don't let it affect your system. You don't let it make you upset or fill your system with anxiety and fear and stress, because that's loss. Your system does not function in that state. So maybe when you read my book, I see a lot of guys ask me questions about, okay, tell me more pickup lines. Tell me, what should I tell this girl so she falls in love with me? Or tell me, like, they ask me different questions about different things. And, you know, on that level, on the very surface level, yes, skills are very important. It's very important that you know those things like conversation skills, body language. Underneath that, you gotta be very good at focus. When you're doing things, when you're doing important things, you gotta focus really well. And of course, underneath that, you gotta be present. You gotta, at all time, you gotta remember why you're doing it. Come out of your body, look at yourself, how you look when you're doing it, how aware are you of your facial expression, how aware are you of your progress, of wasting time. You gotta be excellent at time management. And underneath all of that is your belief. Purpose. You believe this is how things are. You believe what you do is good. You believe you're doing something good for yourself, for everybody. You believe what you do helps people. And when you do it that way, it becomes much easier. Then you won't have a day. You won't have a bad day. If you have a bad day, you know it's just a part of it. And when I talk to people who succeed and I talk to people who win, our conversations are totally different. And like guys who lose, or people who lose, they're just complaining, oh man, it's hard, it's not for me, I'm not gonna do it this way. But guys who win, they're like, okay, this didn't work. Now, why didn't it work? How can I do it better? Let's move to the next one. Because of this mentality, they don't get affected by their loss. And I want you to start looking at your life like this. I know some people go to Peru, they go to Thailand, they go to India, they go to different places to do ayahuasca and do this kind of drug to find their purpose. Look, I don't know that. I'm not a fan of that, because it's been almost, I think since I was 15, I knew what I wanted to do. And find your purpose. This is what I'm saying. It should be something that you enjoy doing. It helps people and makes you money. When you have a purpose, life becomes much easier. Or I learned this from Eben Pagan. He says, how to find your purpose. It is look at the people that you admire the most, a few people, and what are the qualities in those people that you really like. The purpose of your life is to develop those qualities in yourself, because you have potential to make those develop as well, to make yourself develop in that direction as well. Or look at the people that you dislike and find the qualities in them that you don't like. Those are the same qualities that you probably have and you need to get rid of. That's another way to look at it. So yeah, go ahead. I want to think about it, because look, you have talent in some area that can change your world, can make you a lot of money, can make you really happy, can help a lot of people. You just have to find it. It's absolutely important you don't care about what people say about you, because no matter what, they're going to judge you. I remember when I wanted to leave Australia, there are a lot of things, like people are saying bad things. Oh yeah, you're gonna come back next month. Oh, you're gonna last. And when I left, they didn't come back 6 months later. They start saying, hey, are you okay? Are you gonna come back? What's going on? 2 years later, they say, hey, how did you leave? Can I also leave? Can you tell me how you left? And now, a few years later, everybody's doing what I was doing back then. Look, find your purpose. And any traces of negativity, negative emotions, negative thoughts, stop. Just stop. Write it down. Go back. It has something to do with your purpose. It has something to do with you not doing what you know you should be doing. If you just do things randomly, man, nobody is going to tell you what you should do with your life. I spend a lot of time when I'm coaching guys to find their purpose and make a plan so they can get there to that point. You should do it yourself. Spend time instead of trying to figure out how to communicate with people better. First thing, man, make this your assignment. Find your purpose. Set a goal. Learn the steps. Plan it. Go at it hard. Execute and persist. Most people are weak. Most people get tired because their purpose is not that strong. They don't have a reason to work. Why should I do this? I'm just going to deal with these blocked emotions that accumulates more and more every day. But not if you have purpose, you don't. I don't need a day off. I'm fucking loving it. I can't wait to go back to Thailand. And I'm only thinking, okay, I got a new microphone to start doing webinars. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to put the mic there. Then I'm going to go to that bungalow and I'm going to go to this working space and I'm going to talk about this and record this. And then I'm going to go do this. I just can't wait to do what I like to do. I can't wait to do it. And it wasn't like this, dude. Like if you say, oh yeah, you have money, dude, I was pizza delivery for Domino's Pizza, 2004. Then I went many years to university to study computer programming and I didn't like it. Then I worked as PHP developer. Then I worked as, I taught at university a little. I just didn't like it. But I saved my money. I didn't waste my money on alcohol. I didn't waste my money on drugs. I was never into that stuff. I saved my money. I had good relationship with money. You know, every time like I make some money, I put some of it away for tax. I don't waste it. I only buy things if I really need to. And just save some money. Then I could explore and do things. And I had very good coaches that they were not good with socializing, but they were very good with system thinkers. So I learned system thinking and I applied that to socializing and to work. Then I could expand. There is no limit how far this thing can go. So yes, get pen and paper, write down what you want to do. You can do whatever. Just think about it. What would you do if you could be whatever you wanted to be? Because you could be that. Start it, man. Start it. If you have questions, you can always text me. You can always message me. I'm here to help. This is Ben. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video.